a fun lobby. There's 2 pool tables. Games over there. Foosball. This table was a little bit warped. I'm not very good at this game. We got to the hotel really early, but the staff just had us sit in a lobby and they made up a room for us. We got in at 1 o'clock, about 2 hours earlier than the usual 3 o'clock check-in time. You can see the light rail tracks up there. How do you guys feel about these unusually dark hallways? Sink area, mini fridge under there. Got a safe, little Mr. Coffee. That's the bathroom. It would be nice if they had some kind of ledge here, because not everybody uses that stuff. Sometimes you have like medicated shampoos or something you need, and we need something to put it on. Yeah, my wife says women have their own facial wash, etc., and there's just no place to put it in this shower. Here's kind of an issue that looks closed, but when you're in here using the bathroom, it just doesn't feel comforting that you have this gap here that potentially people could look in, which is no problem for a married couple, but you know, you never know who you're sharing a room with. Just, you would like your door to your bathroom shower to be completely sealed, right? Ironing board, glass closet, 2 beds, these long tables. We're still pretty close to that rail, but there's a roadway there. Yeah. Oh, they have the Space Needle. We have a sink problem. So if you're brushing your teeth, it's not gonna drain.
Just wash your hands. The water will fill up like half full.
That building up there is reportedly the headquarters of Alaskan Airlines, even though there's no sign on it. That's what we see from our window here. Looks like you can completely do a blackout. Almost. Come back. In white it says later, so it's come back later. Don't disturb. We used the free shuttle to go to Sharp's restaurant. Got a $5 off coupon, and we did give the driver a tip. This is probably the best restaurant in the area. I didn't really feel like drinking. Got this Moscow Mule mocktail. My wife ordered the homemade pasta, and I had this nice sandwich. So this is the sourdough pasta engine. Cool. Look at that bar. After that nice meal, we took the shuttle back, and I did a little bit more exploring around the hotel. Walkway right there. The hotel has an outdoor space and a meeting room. So the lobby is behind me, and the fitness center around the corner here. Oops, not there. Here. Okay. I can deal with this. 24 hours. That's good. You're surrounded by hotels here. You can't see it now, but this is a window. This opens up, and their kitchen is behind here. And they'll cook the breakfasts, which are up here. We got 3 breakfast sandwiches that we're splitting. $8 a piece. There probably should be light up here. We ended up leaving the shade just open a little bit as kind of our nightlight, because there's no nightlight in this room. And then, so if one person in a couple wants to use the bathroom at night, Instead of turning on this bright light and waking up the other person, it's good to have a kind of a dim light, but they don't have it in this room. And the shade method only works when the sun starts to come up. But there's a street light out there, so there is a little bit of light that can come in. It says there is a sensor light in the bathroom. We did not find that. Can you guys hear that airplane? That happens every, what, 5 minutes?
Right. And some of them are even louder than this.
Yes. The light rail is actually not that loud. It's the planes that are loud. The shuttle was very nice for taking us out to where we went for dinner. It's only a mile away, but it was better than walking. Live music was good. Oh, the Wi-Fi was no problem to use the lobby, but the guest one, they wanted you to sign up for the Marriot points program, and I didn't want to do that, so that was a little bit of, yeah, you had to,
your email and
yeah, I don't want to give out my email and all that stuff. That's how it is these days. Here's a chair if you're waiting for the elevators. 5 floors, no card needed to operate these. There's a bike frame inside out. Is that how you're gonna fly us back home to Taiwan?
that is a little tight.
Okay, start her up.
Okay. This is how Jay flies back to Taiwan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flight simulator. This is an evacuation device. Looks like a birdie for badminton. But the Hueys would, I guess, drop down a line, hook to that, and you put your legs, you sit there and you straddle that, and this kind of protects you from the jungle canopy as you're being lifted up into the sky, into the helicopter. Ready. I don't have my helmet on. Is there anybody back there? I gotta go through my checklist.
Right.
Wings, no. Somebody put the wings on. It's another aircraft carrier. Here's a cool model. Imagine if you could see the real thing. All the different aircraft used in World War II. Hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of planes. If you want to see the name of them, you probably have to watch this on a larger device. Wow, it just goes on and on. Close. I'm not gonna keep going. Ooh, look at that one up there. There's even a house up here. There's a blimp. See those guys up there? They got guns. What if they accidentally shoot their own blimp? There's more. There's Air Force One. The Flying Oval Office. That's the back of the Concorde. Nixon. Who's that? Zhou Enlai.
周来，
是啊。No, Deng Xiaoping was really small. Okay.
oven. Yeah.
Coffee
And water.
flavored. There's a real man. Sorry.
And this is a lot bigger. It's probably a.
哦，这个比较豪华的。
Right. This part is.
Yeah, this is more high class.
Yeah. More space.
Yeah. Look at that. There's make his phone calls.
Yeah.
President Johnson's hat rack. Where is that?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Fake temperature switch. So why would it be fake? And cup holders. There's a cup holder. So the underlings had to sit there. Here's another like bat phone.
Yeah, like a little conference area. Right?
This is the presidential conference room. Okay. Yeah, he's got like a
Area.
pink phone.
Pink phone.
Landline one. You would think, see, everybody has seatbelts. You would think there'd be a seatbelt on this one. Maybe you can only sit in there once the airplane gets to cruising altitude. I got some tables.
He's comfortable.
Yeah. And the ashtrays on the sides. Aft passenger compartment.
Yeah, when they also take press, media
Yeah.
to go with them.
So this had 4 presidents on it, I guess. Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon. And Kissinger, Khrushchev on here. Famous flights. More coffee. Look at the burners.
You can make omelet here.
Yeah, you could. More toilets. What's in
It's
here?
probably shower.
Yeah, it could be a shower. Rolls Royce engines. You want to go in?
Okay.
This is too fun. And then out there, there's a whole bunch of smaller aircraft. This place is immense. A big plane. Are we going in that one?
Okay. Wow.
We also had time to hit the Westfield Mall before going to the airport for our flight. We're in Westfield Mall, and this is a massive place. Level 1, level 2. It's all about putting stuff in stuff.